Project Flip is a go. Heckin' man. So, maybe once again you didn't read the title. I have recently made a purchase, decent sized purchase, of $500 for this 06 Ford Explorer 4.0 liter V6, 165K. I think it's like the Eddie Bauer model. I don't know, something weird. But I'm going to be flipping said car. Not sure how much I plan on making. Not sure exactly what's wrong with it. Gonna take it for a little drive and try and find out. And we'll go from there. And we're moving. So, right now I'm just going up the street for a ride to make sure everything feels okay. See how everything works. Get a feel for it. Maybe I'll feel something that's not right. Obviously, I don't want to sell something that's kind of crappy and expect something for it. So, gonna go for this drive and we will see what is needed. It's got a little cut. Brakes don't squeak. It does have a tire pressure monitor sensor, whatever fault, which isn't a big deal because they're kind of useless anyway. I never thought they kind of had a point, but probably won't bother with that. But everything else I'm gonna try my best to fix if needed, get some maintenance in, and all that good stuff. Transmission's feeling smooth. Oh, I was like, I am revving really high. The gauge is just in a different position than I'm used to. I was about to say, we have some issues. The tires weren't bald at all, but I probably won't do tires just because it's expensive, and I mean, they still got a good amount of life in them. They're definitely still good. So I probably won't bother with that. Suspension's feeling good, you know. I'm not bumping around and not bouncing over bumps or anything. Power steering is definitely better than my truck, that's for sure. This seems pretty good in terms of driving. It does have a scent in it, so I'm probably gonna roll the windows down, maybe put an air freshener in it for the time being, all that, so I can get that smell out, because it smells like somebody smoked in this car. Probably did, but it's not strong. I already kind of forgot there was that smell, so we'll just try our best to get rid of that. It's not clean, and it does have some rust, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna try my best to take care of all of that, and we can load this bad boy in the garage. I checked the air filter and it wasn't too bad. I'll probably just whack that off. I was gonna check spark plugs. The oil didn't look too dirty. I might do an oil change. I don't think I will. Belt and tension was good. Headers are rusty, but there's no leaks. You definitely hear that. But we seem to be in pretty good shape. As I was saying, there is a decent amount of rust on this. Doesn't seem to be any rot, but it's definitely rusty. So I might get some POR 15 or whatever that crap is and take care of that, because that's definitely a point for people in Massachusetts. It's gonna rust out here because we have snow and all that. So I'll definitely try and see what I can do with that. And yeah, clean it up, all that stuff, and the profit will be rolling in. got that in there. I'm gonna take the air freshener I have in my truck and just put it in the Explorer for now. So I can try and get rid of some of that stank. And I'm probably gonna check by doing wheel bearings, check the pads and stuff like that. Got that in there. Now let's jack the car up and check the pads all around. I'll check the pads in the front and then on the back on opposite sides, because I don't feel like doing all four because I'm lazy. So let's get to that. So I know the lighting's bad. There's not really much I can do, but ooh, pads in the front are looking kind of dismal. We got the rust on deck. Rotors are rusty, but they don't seem to be too bad. I'll probably do pads then for the front. They looked good in the back when I looked at them yesterday, but I'll take a back wheel off and get a look at those as well. So let's get that done. And the brake pads here are actually looking pretty good, both sides. So I'll probably do pads in the front at least. And these rotors look good too. Obviously there's gonna be that rust buildup, oxidization nation. But nothing seems to be rotted, of course. None of that. For how much rust there is, it doesn't ride like that. But hopefully I can maybe get some POR and get this a little better. And I'm gonna check the ball joints all around. You just do that by taking something, you can use as leverage, sticking it under the tire and pulling up. And if you feel the wheel kind of like move, like back and forth, that means the ball bearings are shot. The fronts have been good, so hopefully I have luck with the back. And let's get that wheel back on and get those done. So I just went through all the brakes and bearings, and that's good. I want to make sure I test the four-wheel drive, but I don't have a place to do that because obviously I'm not going to do it on the dry ground. But does have that. I'm definitely going to be cleaning it up before I sell it, but that's not necessarily on the agenda for today. The fluids were good. I might do an oil change, and I should be doing brakes in the front. It has this, which kind of sucks, but no biggie. It's not that new of a car. But other than that and the rust that I hopefully can take care of, we're looking pretty good. It's gonna need a cleaning, definitely. Back here is pretty dirty. Does that not work? I hope to God it does. Okay, it does. Just didn't unlock. Yeah, back here is dirty, but I can just take this out, smack it off and wash it and get everything else. So I'm gonna charge the GoPro because it's a dead boy. Do a little bit of cleaning, and I'll check back when necessary. I took all the mats out, and I'm gonna clean those off the best I can. I'm probably gonna try and clean the air filter off a little bit because it didn't seem dirty. I'm gonna check the spark plugs, or I'm gonna pull a plug and see if those are good, because that's something, you know, it's gonna Ronin engine easily if those are like pretty crap. I'm thinking I should do an oil change just because I know people don't change their oil, and I don't want to give somebody a car, they don't change the oil, and then they just blow it up, which would take a while. But so I'll probably do that. It'll just be a good selling point. And plugs if it needs it. I'm gonna check the fluids again. I did last night, but it was dark and all that, so I couldn't really tell. But I'll get all that done and we'll see where we end up. I'm gonna need an extension. It's a bitch to get in here. I'm gonna hope it's not this loose. God damn it. Filming and undoing spark plugs at the same time is a difficult task, I've come to find. Let's go out into the light so we can actually use vision. And the spark plug doesn't look too bad. I mean, it definitely got a little ways before it's crapo, but I think I'm probably gonna change them because once again it'll add a selling point, and trip to AutoZone is definitely gonna happen at some point before this car is sold. Not sure what else there really is. I do have to do the airbox, and actually I need to check the fluids, so I'll probably do that stuff, and then I'll probably get the trip to AutoZone in before the end of this video. So I'll have everything I need, and then it'll just be a lot easier to get done. So I'll get that done, and we can get on a trip to that AutoZone. So I smacked off the air filter, you know, cleaned the little air box. Radiator fluid was, or coolant was good. Oil was iffy. Transmission was good. The brake fluid was a little dirty, so I'll probably take care of that when I do pads in the front. And then filled up the windshield washer fluid, you know. So I'm gonna take a trip to AutoZone, and then we will probably hold off on the spark plugs and oil change for today at least, and do that in another episode, and maybe do the brake pads, maybe do all of that at once for another episode. And yeah, so let's get that trip to AutoZone rolling. And we are back. We got that STP oil and filter, air freshener, and Sparky Boy plugs. So I'm not gonna do that today because it's late and I don't feel like doing it, but that'll be the next part of Project Flip. And that's gonna be the end for this video, at least, because I don't want to start making it too long. But if you enjoyed, great. And if you have any video recommendations, leave them in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.